Hello guys, my name is HunterKill101 and today I will be casting a game of Teemo as playing League of Legends as Teemo, the Switch Scout. His health is kind of weak, but his attack and the spells are very strong. Indeed, he is kind of difficult, medium difficulty to play. So his first spell is Blinding Dart, which will deal a certain amount of damage, as well as blind the enemy target, making them miss all their attacks for a certain amount of time. His second spell is what's called Move Quick, which passively, whenever he doesn't take damage for a certain amount of time, he will move faster, and upon activation this effect will double for a 5-second period. And his third spell is Toxic Shot, which will make all of his attacks deal magic damage upon impact, as well as magic damage per second for 4 seconds based on your ability power, as well as your rank. His last ultimate is Nauseous Trap, which will sit down in a mushroom, and that will cause basically whoever walks over, it will slow them down, as well as deal a certain amount of damage based on your AP and your rank. So Teemo is basically, there's two ways of playing Teemo. You can either play him as an ability powered champion that has a lot of magic penetration, or you could play him as a, what's called damage per second with a little bit of magic damage as well. Our team here consists of Nivea, Vladimir, Mumu, Nunu, and me playing as Teemo versus Lux, Udyr, Veigar, Teemo, and Ezreal. So this is going to be a long video. I'm going to tell you guys for now. But if you do like my videos and me casting them, or you do have nothing to do in your spare time, or you do want to watch a gameplay video of this game, or if you're just thinking about whether to get this game, it is a decent game, and you might as well get it. It will take up some time.
Yes, sir.
But over time, you will come to appreciate this game for what it is. Basically, a free game. And it is fun for a free game too, I'll admit. But so Teemo's passive is basically if he stands still, he will become invisible until he attacks, and when he does attack, his attack speed will be increased by 20%, I believe, or a certain amount of speed. I don't really remember. Usually Teemo does take the middle lane, although it is usually quite often you also see that they do take top or bottom to actually just ambush them, or just cloak and stand and ambush. So people are asking here if I'm going DPS Teemo, so it looks like I am. And I just go out here right in the front of the turret. If you get there first, it'll be good because I get my Toxic Shot first, so hopefully I'll deal a lot of damage to whatever champion comes in the middle. So what Teemo excels at is dealing a lot of damage, as well as dealing damage to champions that are escaping, because if they're escaping, they'll be taking poison damage from your Toxic Shot. And as a DPS, you want to rank up Toxic Shock whenever you want. If you're playing as a more of ability power, you want to get your Blinding Dart, as well as Toxic Shock. Toxic Shock will also get you kills, and your mushrooms will also get you a lot of kills if you put them in the right positions to actually scout for your team. So it is a good ability, and it is a good set. It is a good champion if you know how to use it. So I don't know what my allies here are doing, talking to the enemy team about Pokemon, I think it is. I'm not sure. So it looks like I am facing Veigar. So I was actually a bit concerned here because I knew Veigar does have a lot of long-range spells and stuns. So I was worried that if he does take, he can nuke me when he reaches. But I was happy that because I'm not sure what he got. I didn't really check, but because he did get a lot of what's it called? I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna come out of stealth here. I'll talk about this later. So when I do come out of stealth, I do engage Veigar here, and his gradually the poison will deal damage. So here you want to actually last hit the minions. The more minions you last hit, the more stuff you can get, and that's basically the point of the game. The more stuff you can get, it doesn't matter the level. As long as you have more stuff, you could probably out excel, out beat, out rank, out. I don't know the word for this. Out kill. Okay, I'm just gonna say you're gonna be able to kill your opponent. That's all I'm gonna say. So as long as you harass your enemy and you do have more speed, which I do pick out Move Quick as my second spell, because unless I take damage, my speed will always be enhanced, so I could probably catch up to Veigar and land one shot at him every time our minion is clear. So over time that will not allow him to heal a lot. So I do believe I poisoned him once. He does ignite me for some reason, I'm not sure why. But as long as you stay in the middle of this, as I said before, in my Veigar champion overview, as long as you stay in the middle of the event horizon, he can't stun you. Therefore, if he did stun you, he probably would have killed me. So here I'm healing myself with a health potion that I bought, and I do pick out a dagger first because I do need those berserker boosts for that speed bonus as well as that attack speed bonus. And I didn't take out Boots first because I know that I do have my move quick first. I do poison Veigar here, and it looks like he does die. So I am thinking that I will have a very easy game here. Unfortunately, I am most wrong, and this game does last a while. I continually rank up my toxic shot whenever I can, so that way, whenever I can attack champions, it will also deal damage over time as well as magic damage. So if you just get pure armor, you will still deal a hefty amount of damage if you have a very high attack speed. So him just kind of pounding away, scratching away at that turret, always a good thing to do. I'm not sure if other champions would do, other people would do this, but they usually target multiple enemy minions, so that way the poison takes the bet more. But I just like to focus them down, so I'm sure that I'll get the kill. So Veigar's back. He's one level before me. He tried the same tactic, and it won't work because I'm not going to run into the event horizon. I do lose a lot of health here, though. Veigar does try to push, and I noticed that. So I noticed that Udyr is coming here. I do try to what's called poison him. I'm not sure if that poison is going to kill him. I'm pretty sure it won't. But if I had landed probably one more hit, it should have killed him. Either way, he does back out right now. So I do unfortunately run back out of instinct, and I do take a bit more damage than I really should have. And I do deal less damage because I did get stunned. So here I'm thinking of getting Berserker Boots, and I do have 1,000 gold, so I can't afford a lot of stuff because I did get that first blood. So I buy Berserker's Boots, and then I'll get a dagger, I believe. I get another dagger because I do want to go for a Stinger. I'm not sure how you say it, but either way, I do want to go for something, so that is what I'm going to go for, and that probably told you nothing out of what I'm going to get. So when I do get it, I will tell you guys. So when you play as Teemo, you want to be careful because Teemo is kind of fragile, and if you do not be careful, you can be ganked very easily, and you can be you can be engaged very easily. Looks like Veigar here is actually trying to stun me and just wasting his mana at times because he didn't follow up with any other spell. So that is a good thing, and I do use my move quick to try to land one hit on Veigar. He doesn't land any hits on me other than his normal hit, which doesn't do that much damage. So my passive doesn't really increase in rank. I don't really use it much because I do use it once, I believe, but I do continually try to harass Veigar. And whenever you're facing Teemo, you have the idea that you're taking less damage than you actually are. Because when you do finish a fight, for example, and you do realize that, if I get one hit one more time, I'm gonna die, and then you happen to get the kill, his poison will finish you off, because if you do get enough poison damage, it will finish you off. So you have to watch your health, and maybe use it to keep a health potion handy at some time, just to boost up your max health whenever you're, before you start a fight. Here looks like Veigar uses Ignite on me again. He stuns me. I'm not sure why he did that, so I do, it looks like I do actually kill Veigar again. I do use move quick to actually get out of harm's way, and I do use my summoner ability of Ghost to actually get away. So I use my summoner abilities of, I believe I used Ignite and Stun. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You guys can correct me if you want, but you can see in the bottom right. Here I noticed that I can buy the Stinger. So I do buy that. That does give me the additional what's called attack speed by 40%, and it also gives me, what does it give me? It also gives me cooldown reduction, and with your mushrooms, cooldown reduction is important because it doesn't really decrease the time between when you can put down mushrooms, but it does increase the production rate of which your mushrooms can be produced, which is about 1 every 30 seconds at rank 1. Without any cooldown reduction, it'll probably be a lot more, and Teemo can store a maximum of 3. That is a good thing. It looks like Veigar here kind of did overextend somewhat. He is using his abilities to his advantage, but he just splashed out of there, and unfortunately I didn't do enough damage as I hoped, but I do prevail because I do a lot of damage to him, and over time that damage will count, and if he goes back to recall, then he will probably lose that turret. And I am considerably ahead in level, I mean, compared to Veigar. Here I'm just trying to harass what's called Veigar here with my poison. My poison is doing a bit of the damage, and his health is slowly deteriorating away. And unfortunately, I do get killed, I think, very early on, after like my first 2 kills. I don't remember. Veigar is healing up, and that turret is dealing a lot of damage to me. I didn't notice that. If I had gotten 2 health potions, I could probably have won. Unfortunately, that turret has killed me, but my poison just happens to kill Veigar at the last second. So that is also a very handy spell of my toxic shot. So the next thing I'm getting is basically what's it called? I'm going for an Asher's Tooth, so that's basically an AP for slash DPS hybrid build that I'm going for Teemo. And this build is quite useful actually sometimes, because if your enemies will get a lot of armor, then your attacks will be useless. But if they get a lot of magic resist, then your attacks will be useful. Either way, your toxic shot will make up for whatever armor that enemies get, unless they get armor and magic resist for both. So that is a good thing to know. So, I don't usually really use blinding dart a lot. It's not really useful unless there are champions that you have do DPS. Like if you're facing another team during a battle, you want a blinding shot them so they don't deal as much damage at the very beginning. It will cause them to flee, and eventually the poison will kill you. Or if you properly placed a mushroom somewhere, that will kill you too. So it looks like here I'm trying to harass Veigar again. I did like realize his potential because I did power dive him before. I didn't mean to do that, but I do realize that if he does play properly, he could probably outrank me and outbeat me. I don't know. As the game progresses, I'm continually getting more mushrooms here, and so I've just realized that I say and so many times. So it looks like here that me and Teemo finally faced off. Unfortunately, I am 2 levels ahead of him. Unfortunately, the Lux lasers me. I do use my what's called Ghost, and I do use my move quick, and I do have a mushroom there. Fortunately, Veigar does not use his what's called Event Horizon, and I do escape with about 560 running speed. So that is like crazy, like Speedy Gonzalez, except like with triple speed. I'm not sure. Either way, he was incredibly fast. I was incredibly fast, I mean, and yeah. So I can't really say much about Teemo. I don't really know much about him, but I do like him as a DPS type character, as well as a magic damage character. If you do get a lot of magic penetration and you do set out your shrooms, it will be very effective versus all champions except tanks. It looks like Veigar here actually killed Vladimir. I would have actually spazzed out of Vladimir because I was doing so well against Veigar. I didn't want Veigar to actually catch up and get some kills. That is a bad thing, but either way, I should be able to outlast the Veigar. We're both on the same level now. He is healing himself and he is using his Event Horizon for no reason. So yeah, it looks like Anivia is coming in here to actually help me out with Veigar. I'm not sure if it was actually the right time because Veigar is kind of pushed back, and no matter what he does, he could probably won't be able to help me out a lot unless I let him push, which is probably what I do here. I do let Veigar push. It looks like I am letting him push, and I'm not sure. I do get another toxic shot, I believe. He does Event Horizon me. He does use spells a bit too early. I continue to deal damage to Veigar, and that poison will eventually deal even more damage. Anivia here is just waiting cautiously, just in case, and it looks like I don't avoid that Dark Matter. Okay. I'm not sure why I did that. Maybe I wanted to do that to actually get low on health so that he would actually risk attacking me and Anivia, who he doesn't see. But I'm just here putting more mushrooms down to make sure we don't get ganked from the right, because I do notice that Lux is making some weird movements here. I am kind of in the bush, waiting to gank Veigar with what's it called, with Anivia. Yeah, I'm kind of just running in and out, and yeah. So I am pretending that I am losing this battle, but I am damaging him, and it looks like we do get him. I think. Yeah, I get him, and with Anivia's help, we do get that kill. I do say thanks, and that is success. Unfortunately, it looks like Nunu here got killed by Lux, and that is a bad thing. So, this video basically is almost finished, but I will say one more thing before I go. So, if mushroom spread, if you do not spread your mushrooms out very well, you can get behind, and if you do spread them out well, and you get caught in the gank or something, you can run like through paths of your mushrooms, and that will cause them to take damage. And if you have enough health, you can actually counterattack. And if you don't have enough health, you could probably still get away with your move quick ability. So here, next item that I'm going to buy is the Natural's 2. So this is the end of this part 1, and I will see you guys in part 2. So thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and see ya.